What's up? It's your boy El Conquistador, DrumAndBassProper.com. We are here in Barcelona. We are sitting with Peak, and she runs DnBabes. So, Peak, first off, thank you very much for your time. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you.
And thank you for the lovely view of Barcelona, everybody. I mean, damn. So, we are where again?
We are at Bunkers del Carmel.
So that's at the top of the hill, guys. Definitely worth coming for a visit when you come to Barcelona.
Best view of Barcelona, in my opinion.
Completely agree. You see the whole thing. It's great. So, Peak, you are a DJ.
I am.
You are a promoter.
I am.
And you're thinking of starting to learn to produce.
True. Yes.
Awesome. So you are from the Netherlands.
I am.
And how long have you been here in Barcelona?
6 years already.
6 years.
Yes.
Cool. So, what made you want to start, throwing shows here in Barcelona?
Yeah, that has been an interesting journey. It started with that I specifically wanted to throw drum and babes, actually. And that's because I first, in 2024, when I just started DJing drum and bass, I was invited to do an event with a full female drum and bass lineup.
Cool.
And that was very special. It was a very special moment. And a year later, in March, it was not going to repeat itself. The organizer of 2024 was not going to do it again.
Okay.
And I realized, it's actually really sad that it's not happening. And it also had a different name, by the way. But just the idea of celebrating International Women's Day, with a full drum and bass lineup of females, that was not going to happen in March or maybe never again. So then I realized if I'm not doing it, no one is doing it.
That's really cool. So, I have been to a few of your shows. They are fabulous. She packs the house, guys. It's great. You bring DJs not only from Barcelona, but also from all over Spain and some other countries as well.
Who international DJs. We have DJs from France. Well, myself, I'm from the Netherlands, Kazakhstan. And I might even forget some nationalities. But yeah, it's all about, creating diversity.
No, I think that's great. And who are some of the, throw out their names, give them a shout out here. Some of the people that you've brought out, for DnBabe shows.
Yeah, we had Axel, Bichichua. We had some local talent who are rising stars on the lineups. Maria Moore, for example, and probably many more. Quark from Madrid. And yeah, we're doing great. I'm very proud of everyone and thankful for everyone working with drum and babes. And we create diversity or try to create diversity on the lineup. And these are a few names. Check them out.
No, absolutely. So do you look for specific styles, when you're throwing a DnBabe show, or do you just kind of allow the DJs to do what they do best?
The most important is that people feel like they can dance on the music, and it will always be drum and bass. And within that, we just check what would be great for one lineup. So it also needs to blend it all together in one event, in one lineup. And then I just check also for variety, and that people have their own styles and, can make the crowd dance and have a good time.
No, I think that's great. And yeah, people do have a great time at her shows. It's an absolute vibe. So that's really great to hear. So let's talk about your DJing. How long have you been DJing for?
2 years.
2 years.
Yes.
And what made you want to get into it?
It actually just started with a curiosity and a hobby. I was just really curious about drum and bass and how to DJ to begin with. I listened to drum and bass already since a teenager and always loved it. And then I just thought at some point, what is DJing about? I'm super curious. So yeah, I started with that recently and I got hooked and absolutely love it. I enjoy it so much. It's so much fun.
And what are the styles that Peak is known for when you DJ?
Dance floor, mainly dance floor. And then I throw in Neuro, 4x4, and sometimes some jump up, deep. But yeah, my main overall is dance floor because I love to dance on drum and bass, and this is how I got hooked on drum and bass. I would be on the dance floor all night when I go out. So for me, that's the most important. I can dance best on dance floor. I make sets that I want to dance on. And then I create I add some extra styles to make it more dynamic and diverse.
Oh, I think that's great. Yeah, it's about it is, and I think many of us started it as a hobby. I know I did. Same things, just kind of interested. It's like, how do they do this? How does this
Yeah,
work? I mean, this was years ago for me with vinyl, so it was.
yeah,
I think a lot of us started that way, but that's great, and
yeah.
and it is a great hobby, even if you don't go play out.
I agree.
For me, it's a great stress relief.
I advise everyone to try it if
Yeah,
you're interested. It's so much
absolutely.
fun.
It is.
Yeah,
It's a great hobby. It really,
yeah.
really is. Let's move on to your production. What made you want to learn to start producing?
Actually, the same as how I started to DJ. Just curiosity, could be a really nice hobby. I don't expect much from it, but I'm just very curious of how music is made, and also curious about the yeah, I don't know, the technical aspects behind it. Just a lot of points really intrigue me on production, and it would be really cool to make my own song. However, I just want to learn and discover.
No, I think that's great. I think that's great. So you not only DJ at your shows, but you have DJed with other crews here in town.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
who are some of the other ones that you've worked with?
I've worked with, or I've been invited by Automata, Drop Zone, True Colors, Chromatic is a new promoter, The Protocol. I hope, oh, Headbang Dealers. I hope I mentioned them all right now. If not, I'm sorry. But yeah, I've been working with,
So a lot
I
of them.
think maybe
of
all
them.
of them or most of them for sure.
No,
Yeah,
I think that's great. And she throws down guys, like it's a show, and she does love to dances when she's DJing. She's even just grooving down. So
for sure.
it's
Yeah,
it's a great time.
thank you.
So what is in store for Peak and DnBabes in 2026? What can Barcelona expect?
Well, for Drum and Babes, we want to continue with what we're doing, which is, grow local talent, give a stage for feminine drum and bass DJs, create variety, create a more inclusive drum and bass scene. And then I would like to add more art into the events and also make every event special. It's very excited that we will have a Sala Apollo edition in March to, celebrate 1 year of drum and bass, but then also celebrate International Women's Day again. What else? Yeah, I mean, we want to welcome everyone to dance with us, so we will try to keep on doing that.
And that's awesome. And tell everybody how they can find you on the social medias.
So Drum and Babes, people can find on Instagram with at DnBabes_BCN. And then my personal is peak, PEAK.DNB, also on Instagram. And then for me, for 2026, I will start producing. Super curious and interested in about that.
So picking up another hobby, huh?
Yeah, well, yeah, for sure. Why not? And I hope to play, more internationally. For now, I've played in the Netherlands and in Spain. I will play at a festival in Girona in July. And yeah, I would love to play more in the Netherlands and more drum and bass festivals. But yeah, let's see what is in store.
No, I think that's great, and I'm sure you guys are going to kill it. Again, if you're in Barcelona, make sure you look up
Please visit.
DnBabes, because they do throw great shows. She's an amazing DJ, guys.
Thank
So
you.
come on out and definitely have a good time, and don't forget to visit here in the bunkers, to get this magnificent view here behind us. It's definitely awesome. Peak, thank you so much for your time. We
Yeah, thank
really
you.
do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Guys, this has been your boy El Conquistador, drumandbassproper.com, here in Barcelona with the lovely Peak from DnBabes. Peace
Bye
out, guys.
bye.